Hey everybody, it's Jonathan. I'm new to Bear Bull Traders, joined in early March, right before the pandemic hit. So BBT has been such a great resource and a great source of support through this crazy time for me. But I was lurking on YouTube for a while, and I finally decided to take the plunge, and I'm a lifetime member now. And I cannot express how much BBT has helped me just in the last month, but especially through this whole kind of crisis. But I wanted to make my first video. This was a trade I took today, HSBC. And the reason I took it is basically a proxy, spy proxy trade. The reason I took it is because it had gapped kind of a lot down yesterday, and then it gapped again down in the pre-market today. So I was either expecting it to kind of pull back up and kind of come back to this level because there was no resistance really in the past year or so, probably several years really. And if it continued to drop, I was going to take it. Either way, I was just looking for a move on it because it had gapped so much at this point. And if it traded with the SPY, I figured because it had so much room, it was more likely to run a little bit more than some of the other proxy trades that I was looking for. So I took it because even though I didn't have a ton of volume in the pre-market, when it bounced back up through VWAP early on in this 1 minute chart, I considered getting in, but I wanted to see a little bit more volume. It kind of moved up and then started moving a little bit in like a flag pattern, just kind of going sideways. And then I took it because I saw that it was getting close to this 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart, and I was seeing the SPY make a move. So I decided to get in, and it worked out. I got in at 24.42. I partialed out a little bit at 24.57 just to lock in profit, and I moved my stop up to my break even. And then as it started moving a little bit sideways, I started getting a little nervous, but I hung on to. I still had more than 2/3 of my shares at this point, and then I just started creeping my stop up a little bit more, just closer to this moving average. And then once it hit my 2R, which was 24.66, I got about a third of my remaining shares out, and then I held it through my 3R. I wanted to get close to $25. I thought it could kind of hit its head maybe at 25. And I held it through my 3R and just took everything out at my 4R when it got to 24.90. I just didn't see enough volume at this point to propel it, and it was on such a run at this point. I also looked at the SPY, and I saw the SPY was starting to kind of fade a little bit, so I got everything out. Luckily, I did, because you could see this big red bar right after I got out, and from then on, it's sort of faded. I still think it has a possibility to move up again, have another leg up at some point, but this was enough of a run for me. So got out the rest of my shares at 24.90 for a nice 48-cent gain on the remaining shares. So I was really happy with this trade. Just wanted to share it with the community and say thanks to Andrew and everybody at BBT for what they do. It's been it's helped so much with my trading. I've made just in the last month. I've made tremendous strides. So good luck to everybody out there. Hope you had a good day, and just remember, stick with your trading plan. You'll be fine.